Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Straight Line Podcast. My name is Jeremy Maartens, and today I've got 3 points of discussion I'd like to talk to you guys. Eastside Crits, the team time trial happening this Sunday, the 3rd of September. My recap of Junior World Track Champs in Cali, Colombia, and then South Africans that are in the world stage, or that are on the world stage in the World Cycling Tour. But yeah, first up, Eastside Crits. Team will consist of 4 riders. Time will be taken on the 3rd rider to cross the line. So the team has to finish with 3. You can lose 1 rider along the course. How it's going to work is we'll do 5 laps of the 3.2 kilometer circuits. That's going to put you at about 16 Ks. Who can ride? All riders can ride. Get a team together of 4 from your racing team, your club, your training partners. So far, my quick estimations, I think we're looking at 20-25 teams, which I think is flipping cool. This is a very unique opportunity for all riders to compete and do your comparisons. I'm expecting that some of the pro teams will come there. Naturally, those guys are probably going to go around there quicker than most. Because everyone's riding on the same circuit, you can do a direct time comparison for yourself. So say you're a club rider and you get 3 of your teammates together and say you guys do a time of 25 minutes, argument's sake. And then the fastest team will come and do a time of between 20 and 21 minutes. Then you've got a gauge for yourself, and you've got a standing of where you are and where you need to be. Start time, first team will be off at 7:30. Like I said, I'm expecting in the region of 25 teams. I'm going to run heats because imagine you can't have 25 teams, 100 riders all on the track at the same time. It's going to get too confusing. So you'll definitely have to split it up into heats, but I'll release that information to all of you guys in the coming week. Now, next up, Junior World Track Champs. Finished last night. Today's Monday. It finished last night on Sunday. We had 3 riders this year: Ethan Coulson, Jose Kleinsmith, and Reese Burrell. For me, Reese Burrell was a standout rider. He performed well. He in the points race qualifier, he did a very good race. He was out in the front, taking the racing to the guys. But I think maybe in a kind of way, it was good to be there in the race and show yourself. But with the individual pursuit right off the same day, I think maybe you spent a little bit too many pennies in the points race. I think he paid for a little bit for that effort in the IP. I still think he ran at a time of 3:29, which is not a bad time at all. As I said in the previous podcast, he's a first-year junior. Hopefully in the next 12 months, he can pick his fights. He can make his choice and really decide which way he wants to go and put all of your focus in just for that. Next rider, Ethan Coulson. I just spoke to Eddie Roller just now to confirm times. He being Ethan, rode a 104 for the kilo, just over 104, which, if in my living memory or the last 2 or 3 years, that's probably one of the quickest, or I think it is the quickest time that a South African rider has ridden. Yeah, very good effort. Then in his particular race, his race of choice, he made it through the qualifying round relatively comfortably. In any qualifying round, when you go to an international event, you just kind of want to get through, make sure you qualify for the final. Don't necessarily spend too much that it's going to cost you in the final. So I think he rode that very well. I think he qualified in 10th place, which was more than enough to get the job done. And then in the final, ended up running 14th. I think respectable result, but from my side, I was hoping for a little bit more, at minimum a top 10. I think he probably does have potential to do it. But yeah, this is World Champs. The best riders are there. Everyone's there. Everyone's prepared. There's no quarter given. It's flat out. Yeah, and if you can, you can. If you can't, fortunately, you can't. Next rider, Jose Kleinsmith. Last year at Junior Worlds for the individual pursuits, just to reiterate, the individual pursuit is Jose's preferred event. That was his main event. Last year was just short of breaking the SA record at 3:24 some change. This year also ran a 3:24. So a little bit disappointing in the sense that I know Jose, I know that he would have hoped for a sub 320 as a minimum. But yeah, on the day, events building up to event, there's a whole lot of factors that come together that make race day possible. 3:24, not a bad time, but yeah, I also think was hoping for a little bit more from him. And then unfortunately, in the Omnium, it also didn't go too well. From what I understand, from what I saw, he was a little bit sick, was a little bit off. Yeah, that unfortunately didn't go too far in the Omnium race. And then in the Madison, him and Ethan had a crash. That's always going to knock the wind out of you. But yeah, I think going forward for juniors, particular in juniors, I just hope that a guy like Reese, he's a first year junior, that he can learn from this experience, find out what he really wants to do, and put all of his focus into that. Junior World Track Champs these years, the guys are coming in, they're so focused, they're so specific, they've picked the event. You're not going to go, they're not going there to try and win the kilo and then win the scratch race and then also try and win a points race, for argument's sake. The boys and girls go in there fired up, they're going straight for one event. And I just hope that going forward, South African cycling, the overall level and overall numbers can improve, so that in years to come, when we go to Junior World Track Champs, we can actually start increasing our performances. And I look forward to trying to help make a difference in the pursuit of that. But yeah, on to the next subject today. Last podcast last week made mention of a South African that is, not a rider in the World Tour, but is quite high up in a significant team. Brent Copeland. Now, some of you guys who have been around cycling for a long time will know the name, who will know who Brent is, and will be no stranger to this. But there's a lot of guys that are new to cycling and don't know who Brent is. My first involvement with Brent was in the 99 Giro Regioni. That's essentially the baby Giro d'Italia. He was already then working for pro teams. So he's well established in that game, lives in Italy. He's worked on Bahrain, Merida, Lamprey, with Doug's team at Quebec. He's been in the game for a long time. And now currently he is the general manager at Jayco Alula. Yes, that's quite a significant position that he holds in that team. Yeah, and as I said when I started this concept about introducing South African riders or letting the general public know of what South Africans are doing on the world tour, Brent is one of those guys. High up in one of the best teams in the world. Yeah. But anyway, guys, look forward to seeing all of you on Sunday at the Team Time Trial. I think it's a very cool event. I'm looking forward to see what comes of it. Something that's very cool for me, so I didn't mention this earlier, is that there's been a lot of interest in ladies. Now, I'm sure some of you would have noticed, I'm really trying to push hard on ladies cycling. It is very important that we create platforms for ladies to come and race, and just generally get all the ladies cyclists to start racing together again and come together. When you start doing things like that, that's when you start building champions. I really hope to start seeing younger girls coming through. And if there is a platform or races for ladies, I hope the younger girls can come through and start stepping up and start making inroads in the world of cycling. That's very important. But anyway, enough of me ranting and raving. I will see all of you guys on Sunday. And until then, catch you later. Cheers, bye.